Hi, I'm Daryl, and this is my 1975 International 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive Model 200 pickup for sale. I'm going to show a short video here of the truck so you can kind of see what you're getting yourself into. It's now 7 a.m. It's about 35 degrees outside. I figured I'd get a shot of the truck starting up cold so you can see it starts and runs nice. We'll run through the lights and wipers and everything so you can see that that all works. And then maybe we'll take it for a little ride. You could hear when we started it up, the truck has virtually no exhaust left on it. What is there is fallen away from the manifold, so the exhaust is completely unusable. I made it very clear in the ad, this truck is 100% rust. It looks pretty nice on the outside because of a repaint that I did about 6 years ago, but underneath everything's pretty much gone. We'll take a quick walk around. Cab corners were replaced at that time, but honestly, I didn't do a real good job on them. I'll try and get underneath. I don't think you're going to be able to see anything. These frame horns are the only frame rot that I know about. However, these are actually riveted on. You can see that. And they are available. I tried sourcing a pair of these from a firm called Phil Coonrod out in Colorado. They are a international recycler, and they had them. So they're actually pretty easily replaceable. Just grind the rivets off, put the new ones on. You could probably even bolt them on. Gas tank is there. It does have dual gas tanks. You can see all the rot up in the fender wells there. It's coming through. Tires are fairly, I wouldn't say they're new, but they are have a ton of tread left on them. I did end up folding the hood once at the hinge point there. You can see that the truck starts and runs nice even when it's dead cold in the morning. The only issue it has is it does have the original carburetor, which was never rebuilt, and if it sits for, let's say, a couple of weeks at a time, it'll need a little bit of starting fluid to get going. There's your starting fluid. I'll even include that in the price of the truck. Motor's a 345 with a 2-barrel carb. I put a new master cylinder on it a few years ago, a brand new one. I did try 2 rebuilt ones and they didn't really work. And it's got the rear dump manifolds that are so incredibly hard to find. Only made for 2 years. I really didn't make any modifications or changes on the truck. This piece of wiring, all you see here is an extra ground that I added, since old cars just typically have grounding issues. More rot up in here. This is actually the floor mat. And there's another frame horn. Again, riveted on. Not the end of the world there for the frame. Body's pretty much shot though. The 2 front fenders are both actually in very good shape. When I painted it, I sourced them. One came from Arizona, one came from Ohio. The truck's got an antique tag, so if you live in Pennsylvania, you'll never have to get it inspected or registered again. It's got a Dana 60 rear with a power lock. 3/4 ton springs. I'll take a look inside. Again, more rot, nothing unusual. Don't worry, there's no bees left in that nest. More rot. I love those sleeves on the visors. They're still on there from the original dealer. The truck was bought in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. It's got a Dana 44 up front, also with a power lock. However, I don't guarantee that those power locks are still really grabbing worth a damn anymore. They may need a rebuild. Not real sure. I haven't really tested them all that well. The truck is 4-wheel drive. Works excellent. I do use it occasionally in the snow. This truck has never ever in its life been a woods beater. I use this as a work truck. 90% of the miles I put on it are highway miles, driving to job sites and such like that. The truck has been fantastically 100% reliable for me, despite the fact that it's in terrible, terrible shape. Cab lights. Let's start it up here. Truck's a 4-speed with a granny low. When I start this up, you're not going to be able to hear me talk because of the exhaust leak. Fires right up even when it's cold. See, the gauges all work. That's 142,000 miles. Oil pressure is good and it's climbing. Obviously it's cold temperatures. That temperature gauge will come up, it does work. Wipers work, both speeds. Radio works kind of. I knocked that faceplate out of it when I was cleaning it up for the ad here. That kind of pissed me off. I don't know if you can hear the fans running. There's low speed. You can probably hear high speed because it is extremely loud. The windows go up and down. Alright. Next we'll take it for a ride. Alright, we're driving the truck now, the 75 International. We are going to make a feeble attempt at driving, operating the camera, and shifting at the same time. I hope you can hear me over the engine. Up to temperature, you can see it runs, it rarely ever gets over that. I've never seen it get above halfway on the temperature gauge. Oil pressure is solid. These are a high volume, low pressure pump, so it's not uncommon to see an International oil pressure gauge down near the L. This one doesn't ever get down to the L. You do end up having to put a cord in it every so often. try and get out here on the main road where we can open it up a little bit. All right, we're gonna try pulling out on the main road here. And again, apologize for the video, but I'm trying to shift and do all that. The truck is at granny low, so I'm gonna make a quick shift out of first. Let's get a shot of the gauges here again. Runs very cool. You have good oil pressure when it's warm. The truck is really not fast. If you're buying a truck to be fast, then you're buying the wrong truck. Up and forth now. Moving at highway speeds. The truck drives real nice on the highway. If you can get past the noise. I am speeding though, so I kind of want to slow down. Very nice to shift without using the clutch. Good heavy duty transmission. Keep running over the center line here because I'm trying to work the camera. That's that noise you might be hearing. I'm running over those little knobby things in the road that tell you to move over. Turn left on my street here.
30-day free trial plus double storage. Sharebuy.com. That's where you go to get this special offer.
Always figured if I could drink coffee driving this truck, I can work a camera. I guess I was wrong. Sorry about that. The truck has no issues with charging. Gas tank work, the fuel gauge works, I mean. It does have dual tanks. There's the selector for that. You pull it out to change which tank you're drawing from, and you turn the knob to select which tank the gauge is reading. I haven't used the passenger side tank in probably about 5 years. I doubt that there's really anything wrong with the tank, but if there was any gas left in it, then it's probably pretty well varnished up. Radio works, despite the fact that the antenna is missing. This center button keeps on falling off. It just fell off when I hit a bump back there. Not sure if that's real important to you. Alright, we're back in my driveway. Truck's still running. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off and just do a hot start. I've been driving it around all morning. I had some errands to run, so it's warm. It's as warm as it's going to get. I just wanted to shut it off to show you that it's not dieseling, and then turn it back on again to show you there's no real hot start issues with the truck. And we're off. And we fire right back up again. And we're done.